When Oppo's sub-brand Realme announced the Realme 2, we were not really impressed. It wasn't really a successor to the Realme 1 because most of the specs were really downgraded on it. But when it launched the Realme 2 Pro, we were like, okay, so this is a nice looking device and it comes with a water drop style notch. At 13,990, this device really makes quite a lot of sense. You get a really good spec sheet with a Snapdragon 660 chip with 4GB of RAM and 64GB of storage on the base variant itself. I've been using the device for quite some time now, and in this video I'm going to tell you all about its pros and cons and should you buy it or not over other devices in its price segment. You're watching India Today Tech, I'm Rahul Sethi, let's begin. So the two best things about the Realme 2 Pro is its design and display. First up, you see that the water drop style notch gives a great screen to body ratio, and the display itself is quite nice. It delivers very good brightness levels and it's sharp one, having a full HD plus resolution. While watching movies or playing games, it gives you a very nice experience. Otherwise, the design of the phone may appear to be quite basic, and it is. The phone doesn't really use a solid metal frame or glass back, but it tries to give you that feel, and that is understandable for a price tag of $39.90. Realme has paid a lot of attention to the hardware rather than the materials used, though it has made sure the device is sturdy enough to bear the daily grind. What could really go wrong with that is you may have a lot of smudges on the back panel and it may get a lot of scratches getting older earlier than glass panels. Otherwise, the design is quite sophisticated for its price. It's almost the same as what you get on the Oppo F9 Pro, which is 10,000 rupee costlier. Like the earpiece is placed between the display and the body, sensors placed below the display, and a slot that allows you to add 2 SIM cards and a micro SD card. You do get a micro USB port at the bottom, which would have been better if it was a Type-C USB port, but not many companies are offering that right now in this price segment. But overall, you do get a sturdy enough smartphone that also manages to look nice and is ergonomically well balanced. The rear camera captures good amount of details, and even in low light situations you will see it performs quite well. And it is also able to take good portrait shots. Another good thing on the Realme 2 Pro is that the fingerprint scanner and the face unlock are pretty fast. I showed this in my unboxing video as well. The face and fingerprint scanners unlock the phone in the blink of an eye and is as fast as what you get on phones like the Xiaomi Redmi Note 5 Pro. But what's more important is that, like Xiaomi Redmi Note 5 Pro, it offers you great specs as well. The internal hardware on the phone is decent enough to let you play games like PUBG or Asphalt 9 or many other graphic intensive games in their HD or high graphic settings, which is pretty nice for a device at this price point. But what this hardware could not do is impress us with the software performance. Yes, we're talking about Oppo's Color OS, which is not as fast, or rather not as fluid as the stock Android interface or even other Android skins like the MIUI or Vivo's FunTouch OS. You encounter animations while opening or closing apps, and there are other irritating things like you cannot swipe to dismiss a notification. The notch is also not properly optimized and you'll see it intruding the content area. The interface is heavily influenced with the iOS, be it the recent apps menu or the camera application, or even the whole layout of the home screen is inspired from the iOS and not in a very good manner. But most of all, it's the lack of a fluid experience that would hinder your buying decision. The selfie camera on the smartphone really overprocesses photos. I mean, the rear camera also does that to an extent, but the front camera does it a lot. In the basic mode with HDR and everything in off condition, you'll see the photos are really overprocessed just to keep the face bright. And last but a very important thing is that the phone does not support fast charging. The battery backup is quite good, and in my intensive usage it would still last me one good day, but there is no fast charging. I'll end up keeping the phone to the charger for about 2 hours to get to 90%. So overall, there's no denying the fact that Realme 2 really offers you great hardware and a very nice and crisp display for the price it comes at. It also manages to look quite nice, although the build materials are not at par with some other phones in this price segment. But having said that, it's really the interface that adds a lot of value to the overall hardware and experience of the device, and that many of the companies have come to realize. Next, there's also no fast charging, as I said, and these are the two major drawbacks of the Realme 2 Pro. Let us know what you think about the device in the comment section below, and if you've liked this video, hit the thumbs up button and share it with your friends. If there's anything you'd like to ask about the Realme 2 Pro, also let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe to our channel to get latest videos on technology, smartphones and other gadgets like this. Thank you for watching.